stands on the manifestation of your soul. But if your soul is, I don't know how to say this, weak, your stand is most likely going to be weak. And when we talk about weak stands, I'm only talking about strength in specific. So some of these stands you see up here, you may not expect them, but they deserve to be up here. Because today we're talking about the weakest stands in JJBA history. You hear me? History. And what better way to start this video than talking about the invisible baby, the forgotten Joestar, the one that Joseph had adopt, and really why her stand fucking sucks. Not why it fucking sucks, why it's so weak, because it could be useful. Also, let me tell you the stats of her stand. I got them right here. Destructive power, E. Speed, E. Range, null. Persistence, A. Precision, E. Developmental potential, A. I mean, like, it's not a bad stand. It's just the stand, she's a baby, so for one, we don't know everything the stand could do. For two, all it does is turn her invisible. So unless it does more and we just haven't seen it, it's pretty weak. But her invisibility is also like hinted to be used as a like coping mechanism or defense mechanism that she uses whenever she gets stressed, or you know, something in that case, which in that case that's the easy way out at any point in time. So again, I can't blame her. And plus she can make objects around her that she touches invisible too, meaning you're trying to fight her, then she just touches, so she touches something, she touches a gun, it's cooked, but she's a baby, so like that would have to be something that took place in like Stone Ocean. But even then, she was like Emporio's age. She was like 12. But this stand is definitely not a puncher. It's not really a fighter either. But it is a defensive one, so it could always help her. So it's not the worst stand in the world. But when it comes to strength, it's one of the weakest. Up next, we have to talk about a stand I completely forgot about because it came from part 3, and it came from a point in part 3 that even though I was paying attention, I didn't remember that stand. I didn't remember that it was a stand. And we have Oingo's stand. Now, if you remember, all Oingo's stand could do was change his appearance into making him look like someone else. So it's not that good. But it could, you know, it could work. It didn't work against the Joestars when he would change himself into Jotaro, because we all saw how that happened. And they ended up blowing himself up, but it could work. It was just like, it's one of those stands where you would expect it to be a little bit more, you know, like once you transform, you didn't get you get a piece of their power or something like that, you know what I mean? Or you have to touch them to transform, then you get a piece of their power. But nah, he just transforms, you know? I mean, it's cool, but like, he got no strength to fight after. Which makes me think, like, imagine if like they ended up in a stand battle and then he's transformed into Jotaro and everyone's like, yo, pull out Star Platinum. And he's just looking at him like, I feel like this stand is worse than a cute and baby because it has no developmental potential. At least the other stand had developmental potential. This stand's developmental potential is at E. The only thing it has, I'm pretty sure, is A precision. Everything else is E. So hell no! Trash ass nigga! Yeah, that's pretty bad. Also, a little intermediation before I go to the next one. I'm like, when I be researching these videos, I be remembering so many different parts and stands that like I don't remember. Like I just found a stand that I'm probably gonna end up talking about from part 4. And I'm like, when did that happen? But then I just remembered part 4 had hella filler stands, so it makes sense. Well, I was going to talk about the stands, so I saw the stats. The stats are too good. A C in speed? Yeah, too fast. That's why we have to talk about the next best thing. Hermit Purple. Now, I don't hate Hermit Purple. I'm not one of those people that feel like Joseph should have got a stronger stand. All I'm saying, that shit is weak. Hermit Purple is a very weak stand. It's a stand you would use to run away. It's a stand you would use to you know, get a photography, get a clear picture, you know. It's more of a visual stand, something that could give you clues. It's not a fighter. But I'm not trying to disrespect one of the first stands we see. Honestly, the first stand that we see in part 3. I'm just saying, Jonathan was not moving nothing in part 3 with that stand. He was still, like, he would still get you. Don't let him wrap the thorns around you. But if he couldn't, yeah, he's running away. Like what he did with Dio. He's gone. This is me from like way later in the day. Like these are, you see those sunlight? It's like an hour of sunlight left right here. But when I was talking about Joseph, I also want to say this. Joseph really made Harmony Purple work to its best of its abilities. Like he used that, like when I was going back and I was editing it, I'm finding clips and I'm just like, man, he was really working Harmony Purple. Like you might get worked. You go in there thinking shit sweet. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. You know, today might be a little bit of a shorter video, but I do have more content planned on coming out, you know, when the road to 2K. So until next time, peace.